control debt can be overwhelming and can really add stress during the worst possible time. There are options, though, to help you get your debt under control and make a clean financial start. Here to explain is Lucas Garcia with Clean Start Law Firm. Always nice to see you, Lucas.
Good morning, Melissa. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you want people to be good as well. If someone out there is suffering from financial difficulty, and we know unfortunately so many people are, what do you think is the very first thing that they should do?
Well, the moment that they've hit that point where they feel that their ability to control their finances is now tapped out, they need to seek out people who understand financial woes, they understand people who are facing financial difficulties, and they also know what legal options exist for you. Any good Fortune 500 company, any good business person out there, the minute they reach a problem that they don't know the answer to, they seek out a professional who does. And that's the exact same thing that your regular everyday friends, family members, and neighbors can do as well when they are facing financial trouble. They can seek out legal assistance. Come see a bankruptcy attorney. Come see one of our attorneys.
Yeah, I mean, it's something you should do to explore your options. And you guys do offer some other services other than bankruptcy. Can you share what those are?
We do. We work in a lot of various financial areas. So in addition to bankruptcy, we also do debt negotiations. We do settlements on second mortgages. We handle trusts, wills, and estate planning and small business planning. A lot of things that interact with people's financial means, and that's part of what our firm deals in. So when you're coming here, you're not dealing with someone who just automatically thinks that bankruptcy is every time your answer. It is just some of the time the answer. And so you might as well find out if it is before you go making a decision that can be very detrimental to you.
What do you think maybe people don't know about bankruptcy? Is there anything that might surprise them?
I find that one of the most surprising things people run across is the feeling of relief once they have a plan in place. They come in thinking, I don't know if I want bankruptcy, I don't know if it's the right thing for me, and then they find out just how easy it is, just how painless it can be, and having that plan, having a light at the end of the tunnel that says, after this period of time, as my attorneys laid it out, I'm going to be debt-free.
Wow.
I'm going to be able to get that relief, get that freedom, start again, and to watch the weight lift off of their shoulders, to watch the light come back in their eyes, and people get excited. And then when you see them afterward, you know, they're ready to get back to planning things out, planning their lives, getting things back in order, and starting to really, accumulate. And then we'll see them back as a trust and a will client.
Yeah, once they get back on their feet. Now, what about if people have a home? Can they still file? Is that still a possibility?
Sure, absolutely. Homes are our beloved dwelling places. They are where we've got four walls that keep us cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And I know a lot of people are very, very concerned when they come in about their home. But having a home does not mean you can't file bankruptcy. First of all, there are a number of protections for people who have equity in their home. And then for a whole lot of folks these days whose houses have turned upside down in this market, meaning they owe more than their house is worth, your home is 100% protected. The only choice is, do you want to keep it or do you not? So that's the only thing that is left to decide once you're in bankruptcy.
All right, let's talk about what kind of debt the bankruptcy can get rid of.
It can get rid of anything.
Really?
It can get rid of anything except for a very, very small list of debts that it can't get rid of. And those ones are typically ones that are like spousal support obligations or some very recent taxes. So essentially, it can get rid of almost every kind of debt out there. And that's the important part about it. That's why that's such a big lift when people come in. The amount of people who come in who have one of those non-dischargeable debts is such a small percentage of them that really most of my clients that come in say, all of this? All of it? All of it gone? Yes.
And no arguments.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
take it.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
So what is the first step if you want to get a clean start?
The first step if you want to get a clean start is that you've got to give somebody a call. Why don't you contact our firm? Any of the viewing audience out there, take a look at that number right there. Give us a call. We have attorneys available to speak to anyone. We have multiple locations available, and we also have, of course, the ability to do appointments by phone. So give us a call and set up an appointment. The appointment is absolutely free. Get out there again to a point where you can go out and, get some tacos and a margarita with your buddies because you're not doing that right now. Or get out to that spot where you can, take a family trip to Disneyland that you haven't done in forever because you're being weighed down by those financial debts. Get your pop and your gra and whoever else is out there who you need to go spend some family vacation time with, and do that by getting financial freedom, by getting your life in order to a situation where you say, I wasn't going to pay this off for 10, 12, 15 years, and I was going to leave behind the opportunity to set myself up for the future and enjoy today.
Lucas, thank you so much. Some good advice. Appreciate that very much.
Well, thank you.
And stay with us. We'll be right back.